Hello, everybody. This is the 18th session in the export management, which runs about export promotion. Subtopics are India Brand Equity Fund, Export Processing Zones, 100% EOUs, TPS, and SCZs. Learning objectives. We will be able to examine specific schemes and to analyze various incentives to promote export. Session outcome. This session enables us to learn about the various export promotion measures and export promotion agencies in the export management. Now, let us speak about the India Brand Equity Fund. India Brand Equity Fund works with a network of stakeholders, domestic and international, to promote Brand India. It is a trust established by the Department of Commerce, Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Government of India in 2003. The objectives of promoting and creating international awareness of the Made in India label in markets overseas and to facilitate dissemination of knowledge of Indian products and services. India Brand Equity Fund works closely with stakeholders across government and industry. India Brand Equity Fund is the branding and communication partner for various trade exhibitions organized under the aegis of the Department of Commerce. It is a trust headed by the Commerce Secretary and has 14 other members representing the industry, trade, market, academia, media, advertising, and publicity, and the government. India Brand Equity Fund, as a part of brand building, it undertakes activities aimed at promotion of knowledge, communications, and exports. Thus, it is basically a knowledge center for global investors, international policy makers, and world media who seek updated, accurate, and comprehensive information on the Indian economy, states, and sectors. India Brand Equity Fund regularly tracks government announcements in policy, foreign investment, macroeconomic indicators, and business trends. Next one is export processing zones, shortly called as EPZs, an important feature of globalization has been the rapid expansion of export processing zones throughout the world. An increasing number of governments promote EPZs as a key element of their industrial strategy. An export processing zone, or EPZ, is an area set up to enhance commercial and industrial exports by encouraging economic growth through investment from foreign entities. Incentives such as tax exemptions and a barrier free environment are the main attractions of the export processing zones. Incentives such as tax exemptions and a barrier free environment are the attractions of the EPZ, and also the main goals and benefits of an EPZ are growth from foreign exchange earnings through non traditional exports, creation of jobs to assist in income generation and develop labor skill sets, the attraction of direct foreign investment and fostering of transfer of technology from the host country to the export country. Features of the export processing zone. Export processing zones are based on a and tend to benefit from concessions that are generally long term in nature. Imports of materials and goods for export are duty free. Export processing zones can accommodate both domestic, that is indigenous, and or local and foreign firms. They even offer the opportunity for joint venture operations, that is collective operations. The zones are typically located in the vicinity of ports of air and sea, therefore, making the import and export processes more convenient. Companies do not require as much government approval for practices as firms outside of the zone, with labor laws being more flexible. These zones also provide subsidies for utilities and rent to their occupants. Next assistance is 100% export oriented units. This is popularly called as EOUs. The 100% EOU has been defined to imply an industrial unit offering for export its entire production, excluding certain permitted level of rejects. The time level for achieving 100% exports by a unit was to be within an agreed permissible period. The additional employment generated would also be a criteria for approval of a unit. The basic objective underlying the scheme of 100% EOUs has been to generate additional production capacity for exports and thereby earn more foreign exchange for the country by providing appropriate policy framework, flexibility of operation, and incentives. The functioning of units under this scheme is governed by the provisions of export and import policy of the government, exempt policy of the government. These are the units undertaken to export their entire production of goods and services. These units are exempted from payment of income tax for a block of 10 years and are mainly concentrated on textile and yarn, food processing, electronics, plastics, granite, and minerals or ores. Next assistance is technology parks. Technology park is an industrial estate where trade barriers do not apply and units can operate free of import duty or quantitative restrictions and are entitled to other benefits like tax concessions. Technology parks may be electronic hardware technology parks, software technology park, or biotechnology park. Next assistance is special economic zones. Special economic zones are aiming at creative, competitive, convenient, and integrated zones, offering world class infrastructure, utilities, and services for globally oriented businesses. Under the EXIM policy of 2000 and 2001, the special economic zone was introduced to boost the exports. The only law operating in these zones will be the labor and banking. Special economic zone is a geographical region that has economic laws that are more liberal than countries' economic law. A single special economic zone can contain multiple specific zones within its boundaries. Objectives of Special Economic Zone Policy 2000: generation of additional economic activity, promotion of export of goods and services, promotion of investment of domestic and foreign sources, creation of employment opportunities, development of infrastructure facilities. Incentives offered in special economic zone schemes. First one is duty free importation, domestic procurement or collection of goods for the development of SEZ, 100% foreign direct investment FDI in manufacturing sector under the automatic route, 100% income tax exemption for the first 5 years and 50% tax for 2 years thereafter. Subcontracting of part of production abroad. SEZ units are eligible for a corporate tax holiday in specific cases. Thank you.